music. Just I'm gonna make you.
It's the Drink Water podcast. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Sydney, Australia. And we were just talking about the AI generated videos. How crazy they're getting.
Yeah, so what's this? Like, you literally can't tell the difference or something between an AI and a real life.
It just looks identical now. Remember when it first came out? It looked super goofy.
I don't know if I've even seen... I've seen AI photos.
You see some of those videos and it doesn't even look like a video. It's just like it's melting away.
Oh, like
it'll be like those.
Of a,
It'll be a little...
It'll be like a resort in Thailand.
Things like melting and it all looks crazy. But now there's ones... And it's... If you're a professional, you can kind of tell, or it looks a bit like a video game, the tiniest bit.
Right. So it's
some
still
are
fake.
identical.
It's still fake, is it?
It's completely fake. It's just a computer-generated video.
Right.
But it's that level where kids will be able to make Hollywood blockbuster films by typing prompts.
And what, just can you insert themselves into like a building blowing up? Them being the Rock saving someone from a tower, or
just creating your dream film that you've always wanted to make, but you didn't have the $2 million budget. You can now make that with whatever actor. You can spend days on one scene being like, can we just change this? I want the lighting just a little bit darker, up the audio. I want him to scream a bit more passionately. Anyone can create multi-million-dollar films.
Is that going to be, what's the first AI film going to be like? I guess that's animation though, isn't it? But this is...
But it will be...
But you'll be like,
identical to real life.
It'll be The Rock and Zac Efron.
I think people will trademark all their faces, so you couldn't use The Rock, but you could use yourself, or you could use all your friends. You could come up with someone.
You're going to have so many ways around that, where it'll be like The Rock with 2 R's. And it's
but apparently they're not even going to let you do anyone's face.
Really?
Because it'll be so insane if you can do that.
But how would they be able to... I guess differentiate a celebrity from
you won't even be able to do so. You can't just do
anyone
who exists face. Yeah.
But this is the thing. What you'll do, you'll have someone that looks just like The Rock.
Yeah, there'll be little.
Do you know what I mean? You're gonna get around it so much that you'll have a guy with tattoos.
And once it gets on
just
tour,
like him,
and there's like you can do whatever you want.
Of course.
That's where it's gonna. It's just scary.
It's gonna be the future.
It's gonna be good. I mean, we could just do the podcast. We'll just type it. If I'm sick.
And it's you probably
just talk about this, this, and this.
Yeah, have like some interesting
the previous
takes.
ones.
Yeah. Gosh, because I saw like, have you seen any of the AI comedy?
No.
That's
funny?
terrifying.
Is it
pretty
funny?
good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I know there was basically what you can do is put in like hours of specific comedians. So you'd be like, I'll put in 50 hours of Tim Dillon, 50 hours of Louis C.K., 50 hours of Dave Chappelle.
Mesh it all together.
And it'll be like
God level comedy.
You literally be like, do a 30-minute comedy special talking about
these
politics.
Topics.
Let's say the election's coming up.
And we probably are somewhat simple that it wouldn't be. The AI will be 10 times better soon.
Of course. And they're going off the best in the world.
And it's the worst it's ever been. These videos that we're seeing now. Where it'll be the AI generated images will look better than Hollywood films.
True.
Will look way better. Will you be like, bro, you're using a camera?
Yeah.
Why don't you just like AI generate yourself doing that? Hey, just AI generate yourself at the beach. I forgot to take a photo. But bro, photos look horrible.
Yeah, be like, dude, why are you at the beach?
Yeah.
I'm at home. I'm doing it with your goggles on. Dude, this is actually so much better. This is literally better than the beach.
It's terrifying.
I guess, what would the reason be to stay in the past? Like, what would the benefits of staying in the past be? I guess the act of scrolling is better than wearing glasses.
But I guess you still are scrolling.
I guess it's like movies have kind of died.
Yeah.
People, you no longer need to go to a cinema, I think.
Well, I think this will kill where people think actors and are all just going to get fired and like Netflix will just... I think Netflix is going.
Right.
Because if some genius kid can now make that, everyone's going to watch his stuff. True. Not just whatever all the producers at Netflix agree upon. Yeah. And it's all corporatized and it has to follow this strict agenda. Yeah. Like kids now can make genius films that you're like, this is the best thing I've ever watched.
Oh, so it's just going to be social media more. Things are going to fall more in social media.
It'll get more decentralized.
Yeah, we love Instagram movies.
Instagram films.
Yeah, Twitter, X films. X videos.
X video. Didn't think that one.
Yeah, no, they didn't think that one through. But literally, I think it's just going to be because YouTube has it. YouTube have like the premium service where you get access to, I think, like a few movies. I think you get discounts on like the ones you buy. I think from YouTube Premium.
But it's gonna like copywriting's just gonna get weird. It's too difficult to maintain.
I guess
if
you have like the apps like TikTok,
it's like you're gonna see yourself in a film. Yeah. Someone's gonna be like, "Yeah, I just made $1 million check." You go, "But I was the actor."
Yeah.
You're like, nah, it's a guy that looks like you.
Literally.
And you're like, I guess so.
You can get away with it.
And you can get away with it
because I know they had
laws aren't gonna keep up.
They had that with a lot of movies like Snakes on a plane. They had Snakes on a train, Snakes on a bus or whatever.
And it was different people making it?
Yeah, it was, I think, some European company that just took the name.
It's a good name.
I heard there's like some sort of company that makes like a part 2 of very big famous movies.
Yeah.
And their whole business model is based on people going in being like, what? Part 2? Didn't know about that. Then they take it home and it's terrible. Yeah. And then you realize it wasn't related at all to the actual franchise or to the actual original. It's just random people. This is Snakes on a Train, and it has nothing to do with Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
They're all like weird European actors that are like probably all got paid $1,000, and it's just a terrible film. But I can imagine there's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah.
There'll be the new Fast and the Furious. Everyone's gonna have a Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Because people only watch 3 movies. Fast and the Furious, Spider-Man, and the Avengers.
The new Spider-Man?
Yeah, of course.
Have you
there's only
seen
3. There are only 3 movies that exist.
But it's not called Spider-Man. What's it called? New Spider-Man.
Oh, is this like a new Spider-Verse?
Not even. It's
Has it got what's it called? Tom Holland in it?
No. It's
Miles Morales.
It's a bit woke.
Oh, okay.
New Spider.
Is it Miles Morales? Because I haven't watched, I don't think, any of the Spider-Man since Tobey Maguire. So I'm very behind. But I know there have been several.
That's it. Madam Web.
Right. What's
it's a female Spider-Man.
Really?
Madam Web.
Madam Web. Is it part of the universe?
People aren't hyped for some reason.
I'm sure I
don't know why. I swear it was out.
Madam Web.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Who's playing Madam Web?
Do a new one.
You just do a new superhero. But why does it have to be spiders? There's so many other animals and insects and like let's make a movie right now.
It just drops the hype.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this new Spider-Man, but it's like a girl.
Some chick now.
It's a chick.
It's some
fresh
chick.
fit.
I'm not going to watch some chick be Spider-Man.
Pretend to save me. Save myself.
If it was a chick Spider-Man, she would be at the Gucci store getting the bag before the lines of people. That's how she'd be using her web.
She wouldn't save people.
She wouldn't save people. She'd only be saving discounts on clothes. She'll be shopping. I don't want to watch some chick shop all day. I want to watch a badass fight. So she just goes up to like some robbers or something, just gets beaten up. Just ends up in hospital.
It's just a sad story.
Just a sad movie.
She's
like, hey, you, come back. And they just beat her up. And the next scene, she just wakes up in a hospital.
Puts away the suit.
Just goes into work, gets sexually harassed. Tries to like stand up for herself, but the boss is too
Daily
powerful.
Bugle.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever that dude's name was with the moustache. Just sexually harassing her.
The whole time. And finally gets him arrested.
If you want to do anything, you're not going to go anywhere in this business if you come after me. And she just can't do anything. She's just stuck. She tries to get photos of Spider-Man. Just some other dude takes credit for it.
Gets a pay rise.
He gets a pay rise. Just all the boys in the Daily Bugle are having like a meeting, and she's like, "Why wasn't I invited to this?" They're all laughing and drinking.
What else has been happening?
Taylor Swift
in
Melbourne,
Australia.
Yeah, she's in the land down
Australia.
under. Yeah, apparently she's doing like 7 nights or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the biggest concert in the world ever.
Ever of all time.
92,000 people.
Gosh.
I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot.
Oh, but I think she's doing it over And this is where I don't understand.
But I think that 92 or 94,000 was the biggest show she's ever done.
Really?
Ever.
Where was this in Melbourne?
In Melbourne at the SCG.
Goodness gracious.
It's insane.
I-
There's a lot of
so-
Swifties out
I
there.
looked at the set list.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the songs.
I don't know a single. I only know
Yeah.
3: Love Story, Shake It Off,
You Belong With Me.
You Belong With Me.
Cruel Summer. We just start naming like 20. We
Just keep going.
Like, dude,
Dude,
that's the
Summer,
entire-
Exodus, Spiral,
Bad Blood.
Another Guy, Bad Blunder. I just don't know any.
I don't know. It's what? She's got like...
She's great.
But I know she... I saw the set list. It's like some random song with Ice Spice that she like closed with.
Really?
I'm like, what is that?
When did that come out?
When did that come out?
How do they collab?
And she's doing like 100 songs as well.
Wow.
That's
In
different
one.
to her. Yeah, in like the one show.
Gosh,
It's literally like 76 songs, I think.
that's hours.
No, but each one's like a minute.
That's horrible. So it's like a TikTok show.
And it is like a TikTok show. I think that's her whole thing. If you look at the set list, it'll be like, You Belong With Me shortened. And it'll be like this teased, shortened. So she's doing a real... It's like that Elvis movie that came out.
I couldn't watch it.
There was a TikTok movie.
It was a TikTok movie.
Yeah, the Elvis one. It was just scenes.
They knew people couldn't sit through a whole song. Like, let's just... No, that was good. Wait, that was good. Let's just wrap it up there, then.
Okay, yeah, no, we're good.
Next scene. Let's look at the next scene.
Next.
TikTok brain.
When I DJ, that's happened a few times where I just get the worst bratty crowd. It's usually like older kind of women.
Yeah.
They'll be like, next song. And then they'll dance a little bit. Next, don't like it.
What?
And there are people out there that just can't sit in things.
Yeah.
And that's actually becoming normalized as well.
It's privilege. What's the other word for privilege? Where you're owed.
Oh, yeah, what is it? I've literally blanked on that word. Entitlement.
Entitled.
Yes, I'm entitled to...
We're too entitled to our entertainment now.
Yes.
We're like, I don't need to listen to the full song
Yeah.
anymore. That's enough.
Yeah.
Next song,
Next
please.
song. Swift, next.
Next song. That was great. Next, though. Woo! I love this one, yeah. You get a bit bored going, you're like, oh, because the same song's on next.
So we need to have hits.
Yeah.
It's like this happened a few months ago. I don't know if you know that guy, Mark Rebellet.
No.
He's like a YouTuber musician that does all these like live songs. And it would be like, that guy has his shirt off. That guy had his shirt off. That guy had his shirt off. And then he'll like start a song with like, boom, have his shirt off. And he'll just kind of make songs on the fly.
Yeah.
But I know when he had his...
And they transition in like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
to a
or
new
it'll
song.
just be like, it'll be on the go.
Yeah.
It's very impromptu. But when he had a show in Sydney at part of a music festival, he got booed off stage.
Gosh.
Probably because people are like, I want hits.
Yeah.
I think Ice Spice was performing right after him. And they're like, we can't, this weird artistic thing you're doing that's in the moment, we don't like it.
We can't do it.
We need to hear like 30 seconds of In Her Mood.
Yeah. Hey,
And then-
she in a mood.
In a
Hey.
mood. Hey.
Everyone runs up to the stage and goes, "Yeah, this is what we're talking
what we're
about. I
talking
love
about."
this song.
It'd be like, enough. We want to hear Munch now. Okay, hey. We want the boy's a liar.
The boys are,
Okay. Yeah, no, we want someone else. It's be like 2.5 minutes.
It's scary. And I feel like we are in that, we know now that TikTok makes you probably dumb. It ruins your brain. It does something really bad to your brain.
Really?
It does. What's happening? We can see what's happening. It just shortens your attention span 100%.
That's true.
If you go on TikTok or
Yeah.
if you go through YouTube Reels and you view just short form content, you are shortening your attention span.
Is that a bad thing? Like,
Yes.
It's funny. I know Jackson.
Yeah.
Had the funniest thing where he's like, I like a lot of self-help stuff. After like a long day at work, I just like to get home and just spend some time scrolling Instagram. But it's just such a funny concept.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to someone else recently that like, I've just got into these Facebook Reels. And I'll be like watching 30 seconds of so many different things. And it's so cool, the things I come across. And I don't know, is it just the worst thing on earth?
Yeah.
Or is this just now entertainment? Is this watching TV? And do we have to get used to it? Because I feel like I'm addicted. I go in and out.
I'm addicted. Yeah.
of that cycle. Where I'll be like, yep, no Instagram till night, and then I'll give myself like an hour or 30 minutes.
And you really just crunch it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I take it in and be like, and what happens as well when you do put those restrictions on yourself?
It becomes more addictive?
No, you kind of get bored.
Right.
And you feel good. It's so funny. If you go the whole day without going on social media, you feel great.
Yeah.
You literally feel great, and then you go on, and you're like, I don't even want this. I'm going to go to sleep.
I know. I mean, this makes me feel horrible.
Yeah.
Why do I want to see all this?
And then I'll have like 4 days on, and then I'll like be a bit tired. It usually comes from tiredness or messing up. And it's like, you know what? I'm just going to go on. And then suddenly I'm in it now. I woke up straight on Instagram scrolling.
I think that's when it really just ruins it. If you wake up and go to it, you've
Yeah.
set the standard for your whole day.
Yeah, literally.
So going on it at midday, it's like, man, I've been on this since first thing in the morning. Don't come at me saying I'm on this too much. You didn't see me in bed for an hour this morning scrolling. Telling me I can't scroll for 5 minutes. And I'm going to scroll for a whole hour just because you said that. Tell me I can't scroll.
It's such like a... It's covered so much, just the concept of being addicted to scrolling. But it's just so real.
It's so good.
Yeah, and it's such a real thing.
It's so entertaining.
It's just so
many funny little cool, interesting videos out there that you can consume.
I literally think today, because I woke up for the first time in a long time where I had to scroll for an hour.
Yeah.
And it did exactly what you did. Throughout my day, just kept on going on social media, bouncing from one thing to the other. Is there something good to it? Are you getting a lot of information? Your attention span might be dropping,
Name
but
10 videos you watched today.
yeah.
Name one.
And I can't remember one.
What are you? I can't remember one.
If I was to look at my screen time, I haven't been up for long, but it's probably been 2.5 hours.
You could argue that over time it would maybe be good. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's pretty maybe. But currently it is horrible because I think our brains, it takes 30 minutes for your brain to be like, okay, I can retain this.
Right.
I've got a grasp of this concept. I've watched this hour-long documentary on this one particular topic.
Yes.
I've gotten a full spectrum of an idea. I'm going to think about this for a
Yes.
while. Like, I really got a grasp. Compared to, I watched like 20 seconds and I got fed so much information that it just overloaded my brain to the point where it's like, I don't even know what to do with all that.
And I think you
I
probably
can't even retain that. So you just like shuffle it back somewhere.
You're on the next thing.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh,
You're on the
now
next
this.
thing. Yeah.
It's like, how much can your brain store?
Literally. It's like you don't even get a chance to process it, I assume. You're on to the next
You're
thing.
on to the next. And your brain's like, whoa,
Yeah.
I guess that wasn't that important.
That wasn't that important. Yeah. Because I know I'm getting a lot into YouTube lately. Long form content, like history and like just educational things on YouTube. And I know that's great.
We're better than you.
We're better than you. We watch YouTube videos.
We watch long form content.
Watch
We're
long
better
form
than
content. But it's true. There's a big difference between, because I can remember the last long form.
I can remember the last.
I can remember
long
it really well. Yeah,
because it's a bit boring, and you get into it.
Yeah,
it
you're
takes
forced
4
to sit
minutes,
a little
and
bit.
you're like, whoa,
yeah,
this is really good.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets a bit boring, and you're like, oh, okay. There's
all I've been thinking about for the
information.
past hour.
Yeah,
it's like you're walking. I feel like short form content's walking through the street.
Yeah,
saying hello to everyone. Then like, can you remember everyone that you just saw? And you're like, oh, I don't know. There's so many people.
Yeah, that's
Compared
literally
to
perfect.
going and having a coffee with one person for an hour, and them just telling you, be like, oh,
be like, dude,
man.
who was that? To be like, oh, dude, you.
Where do I start?
Where do I start?
Basically,
so he
they were
grew
born
up,
here. They did this. It's crazy. They did all this stuff. You could, but if you're like, hey, how you going? Hey, how you going? My name is. Hey, how you going? You're like,
it's a scary one. I can't remember one thing I've watched today.
yeah. So don't watch short form content.
Yeah, don't watch stuff like this.
Watch stuff like this, long
Stuff
form.
like this. Be like, what have we been talking about for the last 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Recap.
mean?
Write
Recap.
down the 3 points of what we've spoken
You
about.
will probably remember.
You will.
You will. You remember the stories. I'm good with podcasts in general. I remember podcasts.
You remember
very well.
podcasts are good.
Yeah.
As long as they're long podcasts and it's not a clip.
It's not a podcast. Podcast clip. They're the worst things on earth.
Yeah.
Because it's, when I do podcast
3 new
clips,
strangers and a new concept, and it's a tracking song in the background.
Yes. Yeah. It'd be something about a relationship.
Yeah.
It'd be something about grind and lifestyle.
What's the fix? What's going to happen? It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, because I'm indulging in this. Maybe I have to just remember this short.
Can it
form
get
content's
worse?
bad.
I feel like it can't. It can't get shorter. I feel like it's when there was like SoundCloud rap. And you're like, can this get worse?
Yeah.
And it didn't. It just stopped. That was the end of rap, pretty much.
It's the
It
end
just
of
ended
content.
there.
Or do people just all go back?
For SoundCloud, it's like, well, you can't actually get more ignorant.
Yeah.
You literally can't. There is nothing else you can do. That's just the end. That's the end of the story. We just killed it. It's just dead. Now people just watch podcasts. We just killed rap. Like now people have to go on Aiden Ross's stream to just get someone to listen to your album.
Oh, then you got streaming. Maybe there's something to that.
Which is long form content
Streaming
to the next
is-
level.
Yeah.
Which is the cycle's like restarted. It went from a 10-second clip to now an 8-hour stream that you watch.
A stream will be 7 minutes of a guy getting set up.
Yeah.
And you're just watching it. 7 minutes of like...
You're going to remember that.
Hassan went to the bathroom. Do you know what I mean?
Dog came in.
Yeah.
And you're like, look.
Hey guys, no, I'm back. And he's just like scrolling. Yeah, no, I heard about that. That's messed up, man.
Yo, who's this chatter?
Is this...
Mod kicked his chatter. I don't care. He gave me $200.
That might be it. That might be worse.
That might be worse. Maybe we don't want long form. Maybe
not
that
taking it
destroys your
anything at all.
brain.
You're just watching
That
a guy.
completely destroys your brain. That's you're just like a drooling like drone at that point. You're just watching someone eat peanuts at a desk, watching another video about nothing.
My favorite thing in the world, I've come across a lot of these, like, back to shorts, but it's just a day in the life of people. It's just like some girl with, like, bad skin giving her skincare routine.
Yeah.
And it's so strange. It's like, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
And it will just be like some guy who works at, like, Woolworths, get ready for work. He'll just get up.
So I usually have my Wheat Bix with a bit of honey on the side,
yeah.
and I preset out my clothes.
Yeah. He's like, I scroll for a little bit, I have a shower, I get the bus to work, I have a conversation with a friend, then I get into work, guys.
Maybe we need
shelves.
Jesus Christ. I think we start wearing crosses. Drink Water Podcast. We have to.
Yeah,
we're
we have to
going.
go. Let's be, short.
Peace
sweet.
out.
Good night, everyone.
Now I'm gonna make you dance. Lose it. Just